despair. We need someone to come here and rescue us. This is ridiculous. 2018 on a white valley steed. A baller in red who was number 15. He's for us. We'll be victorious. And it goes by the name of Bengals. He's throwing first downs. He's throwing touchdowns. He can throw it to the moon. And I like him more than you. I think he knows karate. Gonna defeat the Illuminati. Shoots lasers from his eyes. He invented curly fries, yeah. Yard after yard, win after win. This is the best day that I've ever seen. It's incredible. It's unbelievable. I want a Patrick lunchbox and a Patrick tattoo. A Patrick jersey, 2 for me, 1 for you. I want all the gear. I want to chug a beer. The dude by the name of Bengals. He's winning first place. He can read an outer space. Defense in a panic. He's MVP of the Bengals. He wears a headband. He's got a good attitude. He likes ketchup on his steak. And now I like it too. Super Bowl, to the North Pole. That's right, Santa Claus is real. He's going Super Saiyan. He rides to practice on a lion. His dad played for the Twins. All he does is win, yeah. He's throwing first downs. He's throwing touchdowns, right? He can throw it to the moon. And I like him more than you. I think he knows karate. Gonna defeat the Illuminati. Shoots lasers from his eyes. He invented curly fries, yeah. Chiefs or die. Final score from Arrowhead Stadium. Your Kansas City Chiefs 23. The Cincinnati Bengals 20. Well, your Kansas City Chiefs advanced to their 3rd Super Bowl in the last 4 years. How sweet it is. As I said last week, keep these comments coming. I'll read them. By 3. That's right, Tabitha, by 3, 23-20. What an amazing game-winning field goal. Brandon Peller says about Harrison Butker. You got that right, Brandon. What an amazing kick. 3-point margin. Yep. We beat the Bengals by 3 points. LOL. Super Bowl or bust, baby. Sweet, baby. You love to see it. Yes, the Chiefs won by 3 and advanced to the 3rd Super Bowl in the last 4 years. The Chiefs win 23-20. How sweet it is, Zach Pearson. Keep the comments coming. I want to read it. I want it to be about you guys while I try to get this off my chest. Tonight's win was gutsy, folks. Tonight's who are they? Says Jake from State Farm. Shaggy, we did it. My friend, what a no quit. We deserved it, Kevin Capel. You think we will get some guys back for the Super Bowl? Josh, you got to fight for right to party. Jake from State Farm, Who Day. David Gleisner, Who Day. Defense was great. Now, we know what happened in this game. When you field a team in the NFL with a plethora of rookies on both sides of the football, you aren't supposed to go to the Super Bowl. But the Chiefs built this team with Joshua Williams thrust into action after L'Jarius Sneed gets a concussion on the third play of the game. So you had rookie Joshua Williams out on the field, rookie Jalen Watson out on the field, rookie Trent McDuffie out on the field. This is just in the secondary. Oh, we had Brian Cook out on the field. 4 rookies getting so much play. Am I forgetting any other rookies on the defensive side of the ball? Yes, Zach, we're going to the Super Bowl. So many, but still not sick of it. I'm glad, Zach, you're not sick of it. What rookie am I forgetting on the defensive side of the ball? I already named Josh Williams, Jalen Watson, Trent McDuffie, the dirty cookie, Brian Cook, Karlaftis. Yes, Tara, how can I forget George Karlaftis? Thank you. George Karlaftis. There's so many rookies out there. Karlaftis even had a big sack. And on the offensive side of the ball, Sky Moore got significant snaps. Furious George, that's right. Pay Chris Jones his money, says Chiefs again. You're right. So many rookies played so significant snaps. You're not supposed to happen. But guess what? Jalen Watson had a huge interception. And so did Joshua Williams. Thrust in after L'Jarius Sneed came out. Joshua Williams was huge. The foundation of this team's secondary is so bright. Rookie cornerbacks. I'm going to have to get a Jalen Watson jersey because both rookie cornerbacks, a 4th-round draft pick and a 7th-round draft pick, had interceptions that were huge. Now, I know Brian Cook batted that ball away and Joshua Williams was right there, but Joshua Williams had perfect coverage. And they didn't hang their heads. Folks, these rookies on the defensive side of the ball did not hang their heads because the Bengals were down 7. And you know what? Start of the fourth quarter, the Bengals were down 7, 4th and 6 at their own 41. We're going to go for it. And they freaking hit the receiver down to the 5-yard line, burning Brian Cook and Joshua Williams. I think it was Jalen Watson. But still, these rookies didn't hang their head. These rookies came back and played significant snaps, man. These rookies, the foundation of this team, I can't stress enough, is going to be so glorious to watch. Yes, Jay Casanova, let's go Shaggy. I'm stoked. And let's also look at the offensive side of the ball. This is where Patrick Mahomes' greatness shines. I've been singing Patrick Mahomes' greatness since before we drafted him. My followers on YouTube know that, as well as Facebook. Patrick Mahomes gutted it out. Juju Smith-Schuster went down with a knee. Kadarius Toney got hurt with an ankle. Baby Cheetah, McCole Hardman, he got hurt. He re-injured his sternum. So the Chiefs were depleted. Patrick Mahomes on a bum ankle. Travis Kelce hurts his back the second last play of practice on Friday. So you're sitting there wondering, okay, the first play of the fourth quarter, they just tied up. The Bengals just tied up this game. Patrick Mahomes is hurt. We don't have any wide receivers. Our secondary is just full of rookies, along with George Karlaftis on the defensive end. This isn't looking good. And Patrick Mahomes gutted it out. You know what? We got 2 weeks to worry about everybody's injuries. I don't know how bad Juju's injury is. I don't know how bad ankle injury is on Kadarius. I don't like the sternum injury on Baby Cheetah McCole Hardman because it was bad. But yes, Kenneth Caldwell. I'm going to get to the stats. Kenneth Caldwell, MVS, deserves this game ball. Him and Patrick Mahomes. I'm not going to take anything away from Patrick Mahomes because he is the greatest. But the fact that MVS was able to gut out, to be the lone stud receiver. And things were so bad. The Chiefs were so depleted that they had to force Chris Jones was such a beast tonight. You're right, Jay. Things were so bad on special teams that the Chiefs had to force Sky Moore back into punt return. It was like, oh gosh. Oh my gosh, Justin Watson's sick. Kadarius Toney's got an ankle. McCole Hardman has re-injured his sternum. Okay, Sky, go back in there. And with 30 seconds left, what does he do? Sky Moore catches that punt return, blazes to their own 48-yard line, and Patrick Mahomes on a gimpy ankle. With 14 seconds left, gets the snap, runs, limps, dives just to get to the 40-yard line to set up a 58-yarder. But the Bengals linebacker, I don't know why he did it, but he hit him late. He didn't need to. Patrick Mahomes was already going out of bounds. Yes, Kenneth Caldwell, there's a fire in the field by the stadium. It's a big fire. I hope it's a fire of emotion, not a fire that you're talking about like burning. Because we don't want anything burning in the parking lot. I held my breath too, Jay, when Sky was fielding those punts. But folks, this is something to be proud of. No, it's a real fire. Okay, Kenneth, keep me posted on that fire. Let me know if the fire station gets down there and puts it out. I would hate for anybody's houses around the stadium to be in jeopardy because the Chiefs, somebody started a fire, and I hope you're safe, Kenneth. Keep me posted, but don't stand too close. I'd hate for anything to happen to you just because you want to report me a fire by the stadium. But keep me posted. Shaggy for president. I appreciate that, Lou. Cincinnati messed up for calling Arrowhead Burrowhead. Yes, that didn't help. That didn't help. And the mayor didn't help by calling out the Chiefs either. The mayor of Cincinnati didn't help. He was kind of ballsy. That was kind of dumb. But last year, when the Chiefs went to the AFC Championship game, there was more concern for me as a fan, and as well, not just myself. You wanted the Chiefs to go to the Super Bowl last year because we were like, oh no, we got to go to the Super Bowl this year. This is the final run. This is the final time we can get a Super Bowl for Tyrann Mathieu. This is the final time we can get a Super Bowl for Anthony Hitchens. This is the final time we can get a Super Bowl for Charvarius Ward. This is the final time we can get a Super Bowl for Dirty Dan Sorensen and Ben Neiman and Tyreek Hill and Byron Pringle. I love you. Never shave. This is the final chance. All these guys are going to be how are we going to re-sign all these players? They're going to be gone. Oh no, what are we going to do? How are we ever going to go get another Super Bowl again? We're losing all these studs. How will we do it? Brett Veach says, I got this. I got this. I want to give Tyreek Hill this money. I really do. But he's asking for a little more than I want. We're going to use this money to trade Tyreek Hill. And we're going to revamp our whole entire team because the entire depth won tonight's game, folks. I can't stress that enough. Yes, Patrick Mahomes is the greatest. Yes, Patrick Mahomes gutted it out on his ankle. But this team, the foundation of this team will be laid out for years and years. This is the greatest thing. Teams with these many rookies aren't supposed to go to the Super Bowl, folks. Teams with this many rookies played in significant roles playing against the three-headed monsters of Cincinnati aren't supposed to be getting 2 interceptions. A 4th and a 7th round draft pick got interceptions tonight in key freaking situations that carried the Chiefs to the Super Bowl. Yes, be proud of Patrick. Be proud of Patrick. Be proud of Kelsey. Be proud of these guys because these guys are the face of the franchise and they're going to be all over the national media for the next 2 weeks before the game. I love Patrick and Kelsey. I'm going to be on 2 Gyms and a Mic with Tanisha Mahomes talking about her nephew Thursday night. Again, with Darren Smith from The Ship and Linda Dorsey. I'm going to expand on that, but also check us out on Arrowhead Allies this Tuesday. Now, I'm not leaving yet, but the squad, this team is built. It's a beautiful thing because the media played up Joe Burrow like he was Jesus. MD Van says that. I don't know. There's only one Jesus. He died for our sins. But I think that Bengals fans talk like they have 4 trophies in case already. I want to say this for Bengals fans. I can't lie, Shaq. I turned the game off when the Bengals scored and tied it. Oh man, I love you guys. Keep the comments coming. I'll try to read it, but I need to get to my point here, and I want to get to your points. Bengals are good. They're real good, and they come to play, but they have a great team. 2 stud running backs, 3 great wide receivers. Yes, they had 2. Their offensive line was makeshift, and Chris Jones took advantage of it. Yes, Jake from State Farm, I am preaching it. Who Dey got 0 trophies. That's right. Now let's look at these kick-ass stats for your Kansas City Chiefs, baby. That's right, Trent. Let's go, baby. I'm so happy too. I'm so happy. Patrick Mahomes was 29 of 43 for 326 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, a high ankle sprain that he freaking gutted out. Who Dey going home to Bungle Country. You got that right, Tom Hood. Isaiah Pacheco had 10 carries for 26. He had a 10-yard touchdown run that was called back. That sucked. But Andrew Wiley was holding. Patrick Mahomes was the second carrier. He had 3 for 8. McCole had 2 for 7. Jerick McKinnon had 4 carries for 1. And Ronald Jones had 1 carry for no yards. You'd like to see Ronald Jones get more acclimated to the team. But hey, we're going to the Super Bowl, so he's on there somewhere, so hopefully he plays. Now here, all that trash talk Bengals did now they're in self-pity. Chiefs again, you're right. Marquise Valdez-Scantling. I don't want to say his name wrong. I think it's Marquez Valdez-Scantling, but we just call him MVS. He had 6 catches for 116 yards and 1 touchdown. His touchdown that put the Chiefs up 20-13 near the end of the third quarter was huge. It was 3rd and 10 at the Chiefs were at the Bengals 19, and Patrick Mahomes stepped up in the pocket and he zung it. It was all arm. He zung it, and Marquise Valdez-Scantling made the catch. That was a great addition to the team as well, because the Chiefs not only lost Tyreek Hill and Byron Pringle this offseason, we also lost Demarcus Robinson. And Marquez, or MVS, stepped in, and he was there to make that catch over the middle, which was solid for a touchdown. He was huge. He was the only guy we had left that wasn't hurt. MVS didn't get the love necessarily from the Packers. When MVS left free agency to come to the Chiefs, nobody said anything in the Packers. The Packers, fire trucks, emergency services have shown up. There was a fire right by the cars trying to leave the stadium. Oh, Kenneth, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope everybody's safe. Don't stand too close, Kenneth. I appreciate you giving me these updates. But let's hope everybody got out of the car before it got caught on fire. Prayers to those people. But anyway, back to MVS. When he left Green Bay, nobody was saying, wow, what's Aaron Rodgers going to do without MVS? It was like MVS signed with the Chiefs, and nobody really cared. It was like, well, Patrick Mahomes lost Tyreek Hill and Byron Pringle and Demarcus Robinson. Nobody said anything about MVS leaving Green Bay and how much of a loss was he going to be for Aaron Rodgers. And nobody said anything about MVS coming to the Chiefs. Here you have this wide receiver, 6'5.5", 6'6", who can go up and catch the football. He had 1 big touchdown today and 1 big touchdown last week. Money. Another great free agent pickup by MVS. Now, I know that some people say, you know, Shaggy, you and Clinton Noah have an awesome show with Arrowhead Allies, but why is Clinton Noah so hard on Brett Veach? I think where Brett Veach has criticism is we feel like he probably should have got DK Metcalf, but I'm not going to criticize Brett Veach now. We can't criticize Brett Veach now because even though he missed on the second-round draft picks, he built the entire time. He built the entire team. I'm getting texts. My phone's blowing up. He built this entire team. And we should be happy about that. Yes, the Chiefs missed on DK Metcalf. Yes, the Chiefs missed on George Pickens. We took Sky Moore instead of George Pickens. But Brett Veach built this entire squad. How hard is it to go to the Super Bowl 4 times in a 3-year span with a slew of different guys, a slew of different offensive linemen? We got a center. We went to 2 Super Bowls with Austin Ryder. The first AFC Championship game was with Mitch Morse as our center. I mean, the way that Brett Veach has kept this team in flux and with salary cap situations and extensions and keeping the team together and building it, and these rookies that are The foundation of this team, as I said, for years and years, is solid. It's solid, folks. Ask Noah if Cheetah's homesick tonight. I hope he's not. Sky Moore return was crucial. Yes, Trent, Sky Moore definitely paid off today. As I said last week, you want these guys to make moments. Moments. People are hard throughout the football season on Twitter. I don't tweet much because Twitter's like a rabbit. You go down the rabbit hole of hell and you get on Twitter, but I go to get quick Chiefs information, so I don't tweet much. But Twitter, it was tough on Sammy Watkins and Byron Pringle. They're like, Sammy Watkins was hurt on time. It's no big deal we lose Byron Pringle. Those guys gave us moments. Sammy Watkins won the Chiefs a Super Bowl because he gave us moments in the postseason. Do not knock past Chiefs players that got us a Super Bowl ring, and do not knock these rookies because you think that Brett Veach should have gone another direction. That's right, Delta Bravo. Twitter is a dumpster fire. Joe Burrow is smoking a cigarette now. Well, Patrick Smith, let's hope Joe Burrow isn't the one that started that car fire leaving Arrowhead Stadium, because Kenneth Caldwell keeps giving me these updates that doesn't sound very promising about euphoric fans leaving the stadium on Blue Ridge Boulevard. Brett Veach deserves his props. He's the GM of the year. I don't care that he missed on 2 second-round draft picks. The foundation of this team is laid out. Everybody says when they want to go to, okay, thanks. Kenneth says they just got it out now, the fire. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. The rest called a clean game. Your boy Burrow just didn't do anything. Lots of injuries. Hope everyone gets back on their feet, says Lewis. Sammy burning Sherman in Super Bowl was good. Joe Cool is smoking on his cigar toilet, locking his wounds. I think you mean licking his wounds. But Brett Veach kicked this all off by trading Dee Ford and Justin Houston, but it worked. Off to the Kelsey Bowl we go. It's not a car fire. The car overheated. Okay. Thank you for telling me that. I hate it when cars overheat. You don't want to overheat after you pay $80 to go park at a football game and then try to leave, and then it catches on fire. You're not going to have a good time. You don't want that to happen when you're leaving the stadium. But getting back to Brett Veach, he deserves his credit. I can't say that enough, and I probably won't stop saying it. I believe it is Chiefs or die. We win. You're right, that Lou. You're 110% right. I'm so freaking happy about this team. I'm so excited about our future. So freaking excited. People might be saying, hold on, Shaggy. If you're saying, hold on, Shaggy, you're not having a good time. Okay? Terry Williams, thanks to Veach, we'll be here for a while. That's right. That's right. Usually when you're sitting here hanging your head, or you're not hanging your head, usually when you're sitting here singing the praises of a young team with a slew of rookies, you're using that as a fallback. Like, yeah, we lost in the playoffs, but we got a solid foundation that's going to be here for a long time. Nope. The experience that these kids got are so great. Now let's get to that defense. Veach has taken the team 3 times looking like going to have cap problems to a very success offseason. You got that right, Kenneth. Let's look at the defense, or to continue with the offense. MVS, like I said, had 6 receptions for 116 yards and a touchdown. He was the stud. Travis Kelce had 7 for 78. Isaiah Pacheco had 5 for 59 receptions. Jerick McKinnon was 2 for 17. The Bengals defense were able to keep him out from being a wide receiver threat. Sky Moore was huge again for 3 for 13. Marcus Kemp just brought off the practice squad yesterday because Justin Watson was sick. Came in and caught a big pass in the 4th quarter. He was 1 for 13. McCole Hardman, baby cheetah, he was 2 for 10 before he re-injured his sternum. And Kadarius Toney, gosh dang it, hurt his ankle. I hope it's not his hamstring or anything. Hope he's back in 2 weeks. Kadarius Toney was 1 for 9. Juju Smith-Schuster was 1 for 7. Noah Gray was 1 for 4. Huge. Huge. Even though those numbers are minute, it is still huge. Justin Reed was our leading tackler with 7. As I mentioned, Jalen Watson had an interception. Joshua Williams had an interception after Brian Cook deflected it to him. Chris Jones had 2 big sacks. Frank Clark had a sack and a half. George Karlaftis, another rookie, had a sack. Willie Gay had a half a sack. He left with an injury as well because Darius Harris had to come in. Oh my gosh. Guys, what a team effort. What a team effort. Sky Moore had 2 returns for 29 yards. Kadarius Toney had 1 punt return for 12. Harrison Butker was 3 for 3 for 45 yards. Or for 4, his longest was a 45-yarder. Tommy Townsend had 4 punts. Chiefs got a lot of sacks. As Chiefs again. Yes, Chiefs again, we did. We had a lot of sacks tonight. I'm at peace, man. I'm at total peace. Clay Windler just sent me a text saying, call me ASAP. I hope he avoided the fire. My brother Tony just left the game. I think he avoided the fire as well. We're happy, man. We're happy. Perfect NFL playoff commercial with a perfect Goodfellas throwback. Yes, Michael, that was sweet. Sack Nation, Frank Weeks. Moore last return was huge. McDuffie kept slipping on multiple plays. Yes, but he didn't let it affect him, Kenneth. He stayed up. Sleeping good tonight, says D-Man. Pat, that's right. He did it on one ankle. Crazy. Yes. Yes. I'm so happy, man. I'm so happy. If it wasn't for that freak throw fumble from Mahomes, we would have won by more, says Jake from Steak Farm. Yes, he would have. If Mahomes had been 100%, I think we would have blown out the Bengals. You know what? You're right. Everybody, if Patrick Mahomes was 100%, Kadarius Toney was 100%, and everybody was 100%, we probably would. But it speaks volumes when you got guys that are thrust in that aren't supposed to be the guys. It was a team effort. It was a team effort put out on the field by Brett Veach, coached on the field by Andy Reid, coached on the field with the coordinators by Eric Bieniemy, offensive coordinator, Matt Nagy, the quarterback coach, Spagnuolo. The trust you have to have in the entire rookie defense. Veach is the GOAT. You're right. Tabitha, there can be miracles. You're right, Tabitha. There can be miracles. But when rookies go out there and consistently play, it shows that it didn't take a miracle for it to get it done. These DBs are tough, says Sia. You're definitely right. All right. I love you, Shaggy. We won. Super Bowl bound Lou. This has been a blast. This has been a blast. And I want to give props to Rich Baldinger, former Chiefs offensive lineman. You can see him on Metro Sports following the game. But he has joined us with Kingdom Kickoff via Starcade Media, which is Noah Groniger and Clint Schweitzer. Noah Groniger and Clint Schweitzer will be on Radio Row starting next weekend. I will be with them next Tuesday on my YouTube page. I will be them throughout Radio Row as well on my YouTube. So check out the times when I'm going to join Noah and Clint. I wish I could go out there with them, but I got to work. They're going to do a damn good job. So make sure and follow everything Starcade Media throughout the week. Follow Starcade Media. Follow Noah Groniger and Clint Schweitzer. They will be at Radio Row. Starcade Media, they've done a great job. They're going to have great guests. They have guests like Marcus Allen, Danelle Bennett, Kimball Anders, Dick Vermeil, Carl Peterson. They continually bring on a group of great guests. And for Arrowhead Allies, this Tuesday, we will break out this game, and hopefully we'll have some more information on the injuries moving forward. We will have more we'll have more updates, and let's just enjoy it. I'm getting texts that people are on their way to my house. I'm getting texts that there's fires everywhere. I'm getting texts for people for me to call them ASAP. Let's hope the world's not crumbling around the Shaggy Shane YouTube Live climax, because this is a damn good time. The Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl for the 3rd time in 4 years with the greatest quarterback I've ever seen in my life, Patrick Mahomes, the MVP, gutted it out on one ankle. People always said, hey, I want to see Patrick Mahomes, how good he is without Tyreek Hill. I want to see how good he is without Juju Smith-Schuster. I want to see how good he is without McCole Hardman. I want to see how good he is without Kareem Hunt. I want to see how good he is without Damian Williams. I want to see how good he is without Byron Pringle. I want to see how good he is without Demarcus Robinson. Well, guess what? He carried him to the Super Bowl at Arrowhead Stadium, Wichita. Patrick Mahomes carried the Chiefs to the Super Bowl without all those guys. Patrick Mahomes carried the team to the Super Bowl because he's got it. As Pat Mahomes Sr. says, players make plays. As Pat Mahomes Sr. once said, big players make big plays in big-time games. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Kansas City Chiefs freaks worldwide of all ages, Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the National Football League because it took guts. I have a feeling if he would have had both legs tied together and his left arm tied behind his back, he would have gutted it out and we would have found a way to win. Thank you, Patrick Mahomes. Your Hall of Fame legacy continues. And I love you. I knew you were going to be this good. I did. Go back to before we drafted him, please. Go back on my page to before we drafted him, and you can see everything I've said about what Patrick Mahomes would be if the Chiefs draft him. Okay? Please do that. Cincinnati, you were tough. The Burrow-Patrick Mahomes battle is going to go on for years. It's going to be something fun to watch, and we're going to enjoy it. Andy Reid and the Kelsey Bowl. Andy Reid plays his former team. Let me get the last comments. Yes, Terry Day got drafted. We were stoked. Mahomie number 1. I'm number 2. You're right, old Karen. I love you guys. Hope everybody's safe from the fire. I hope everybody's having a good time. Go Chiefs, Sherrod says. You got to fight for your right to party, Papa. Honestly, the 2 best teams just played. We got this. I love you guys. Tune into Arrowhead Allies this Tuesday night, and we'll expand on what's going on with Starcade Media and Radio Row. We'll expand on everything, okay? Until then, join me Tuesday on Arrowhead Allies, and join me Thursday night on Two Gyms and a Mic with Tanisha Mahomes, Patrick's wonderful aunt, as well as Linda Dorsey and Darren Smith. I love you guys. Chiefs are in the Super Bowl. I'm happy. So happy. Foundation of this team's been laid for years, and they're in the freaking Super Bowl the rookie year. I love it. Until next time, this is Shaggy Shane saying see you Tuesday on Arrowhead Allies. Go Chiefs!